you're still wearing pants like you did in your 30s, or worse, your 20s, you're probably missing the mark. The wrong pair can make you look outdated, unpolished, or like you're trying too hard. Let me show you exactly what to stop wearing, and what to wear instead, so you look sharp, confident, and like a real gentleman. Chapter 1. Stop wearing baggy jeans. So let's get right into it. Baggy jeans are doing you zero favors. If you're over 40 and your jeans are wide at the leg, droopy through the seat, and piling up over your shoes, it's time to retire them. I get it. At one point, those jeans were probably the most comfortable thing you owned. Maybe you like that relaxed feel, or maybe like I did, you bought them when that look was in and just never updated your denim drawer. But here's the problem. That loose, wide leg silhouette, it swallows your frame. It makes your legs look shorter, and it creates this low, heavy visual weight that instantly ages you, and not in the wise, sophisticated way. Here's the truth. After 40, your clothes have to work with your body, not against it. Your jeans should define your shape, not hide it. I'm not saying you need skinny jeans. You don't want anything skin tight. What you want is a slim, straight, or tapered fit, something that narrows slightly below the knee without squeezing your calves. It elongates the leg line, it makes your shoes look cleaner, and it balances your torso better, especially if you've got a broader chest or shoulders. When I finally gave up my baggy denim, I'll admit I was hesitant. I thought, is this going to feel too tight? But what I realized was this: the right fit isn't tight, it's tailored. And once I found a cut that worked with my body, everything else I wore looked better too. That's the power of well-fitted jeans. They're not flashy, but they make your entire outfit look like you've got your life and your style figured out. Chapter 2. Avoid low-rise waistbands. Now this one catches a lot of men off guard, and it's not just about the leg shape, it's about the rise of your pants. Low-rise jeans and trousers might seem harmless. They sit low on the hips, feel relaxed, but once you hit 40, that cut starts doing you dirty. Here's what happens. Low-rise pants visually shorten your legs. They pull the waistband below your natural waistline, which makes your torso look longer and your legs look stubby. And if you carry any weight around the midsection, at which most of us eventually do, it makes everything sit in a way that's just unflattering. I used to wear low-rise jeans all the time. Didn't think much of it, until one day I tucked in a shirt and realized the proportions were way off. My upper body looked long, my lower half looked compressed, and nothing I wore looked quite right. That's when I started wearing mid-rise pants, and honestly, it changed everything. Mid-rise means the waistband sits right around your natural waist, just below the belly button for most men. It follows the actual shape of your body, and that single shift adds structure. It balances your proportions, and it allows your shirts to sit cleaner when tucked in, or even when untucked, you don't get that awkward gap. It's one of those invisible improvements that you feel before anyone even notices. And once you make the switch, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Chapter 3. No more pants with huge pockets or weird stitching. Here's the thing, when you're 25, you can get away with a little extra flair on your pants. Logo stitching, big patch pockets, zip details. But when you're over 40, that kind of stuff starts to cheapen your look, fast. I'm talking about pants with bulky cargo pockets, unnecessary seams, flaps, exposed zippers, bold contrast stitching, and oversized logos on the back. If your pants are doing all the talking, they're saying the wrong thing. I used to own a few of those, you know the type. The kind of jeans with swirly stitching on the pockets, or that random seam running across the thigh. I thought it made me look more stylish, but really it just made my outfits busier, and not in a good way. As you get older, clean design becomes more powerful. When you wear pants that are simple, structured, and well-proportioned, they signal maturity, taste, and confidence. No one's distracted by gimmicks, and they're paying attention to how put together you look overall. That's why I now stick to flat front pants with minimal or no visible branding, jeans with classic 5-pocket design, chinos with a clean silhouette, trousers that look modern without screaming for attention. If you want to show personality, do it with your accessories. Your shoes, your watch, your shirt. Let your pants be the strong, silent type. And if you're ready to upgrade, I've linked a few of my favorite minimalist, grown man-friendly pairs down in the description below. They've got just the right fit, the right feel, and none of the noise. Chapter 4. Say goodbye to wrinkled or worn-out fabric. Let's be honest. We all have that one pair of pants we know we've worn too many times. The ones with saggy knees, thinning fabric, a few too many wrinkles baked into the thighs. But for some reason, we keep them in rotation, telling ourselves they're still fine. Well, I hate to break it to you, but they're not. And those tired-looking pants, they're making you look tired too. I made this mistake for way too long. I'd reach for the same old pair of jeans, soft, stretched out, washed 100 times, and wonder why my outfit never quite looked sharp. It wasn't the shirt, it wasn't the shoes, it was the fabric. It had just lost its edge. As you get older, the quality of your clothing matters more, because the fit could be great, but if the material looks cheap, faded, or worn down, the whole look suffers. Now, I choose fabrics that hold up. Structured cotton twill for my chinos, Wool blends for my dress trousers, denim with just a bit of stretch, but not that thin, saggy kind that loses its shape after one wear. These fabrics not only last longer, they drape better. They resist wrinkles, and they give your outfit a sense of weight and presence that cheaper materials just don't. Here's a quick tip I've learned. When in doubt, hold the pants up in natural light. If they shine too much, or if you can see the weave thinning in spots, it's probably time to replace them. Because once you upgrade your fabrics, your entire look levels up. You stand straighter, you look sharper, and your clothes finally start working for you, not against you. Chapter 5. Stop wearing joggers that look like pajamas. Let's be honest. Comfort is important, especially as we get older. But here's the thing. A lot of guys take the comfort idea too far and start wearing joggers that look more like sleepwear than real pants. You know the ones I'm talking about. Thin material, saggy at the knees, no shape through the legs, and that faded color from being washed too many times. They don't flatter your body, they don't elevate your style, and they definitely don't make you look like a man who's in control of how he presents himself. I've been there. I had a pair like that. Soft, broken in, loose, and way too easy to throw on. But the more I wore them, the more I noticed that I didn't just look casual, I looked careless. So here's what I started doing instead. I switched to tailored joggers, ones made from better materials with structure built into the waistband and a clean taper from knee to ankle. These joggers still give you the comfort you want, but they make it look like you actually thought about what you were doing before you walked out the door. And that's the key. You can be comfortable and still look put together. You can run errands, grab coffee, or even travel in joggers, as long as they have shape, a quality fabric, and a fit that's closer to slim than sloppy. When in doubt, avoid super shiny fabrics. Skip the drawstring that hangs past your knees. And if the cuffs are loose or stretched out, they've got to go. Once I made this change, I stopped feeling like I had to apologize for wearing joggers in public. Now I wear them with pride, because they look intentional. Chapter 6. Mind the break. It's more important than you think. Most men overlook this. They find a pair of pants that fit in the waist and leg, and they think, great, done. But the break, that little detail where your pants meet your shoes, can completely change how polished your outfit looks. Here's what I used to get wrong. I had pants that were the right size, but the hems were way too long. They bunched at the ankle, stacked over the top of my shoes, and made my legs look shorter than they really were. It was a small detail, but it had a huge impact. Because from the side, my outfit looked messy. From the front, it looked like I hadn't put any effort in. Then I got a few pairs hemmed. Nothing fancy, just a slight taper and a gentle break that touched the top of my shoe without folding over itself. And instantly, the lines of my outfit sharpened. I looked taller, cleaner. More like a man who actually knows his style, not just someone guessing and settling. If you wear your pants cuffed, make it deliberate. A single cuff, maybe two, but keep it even and proportional. Cuffing is not a solution for pants that are simply too long. It's a style detail. Use it that way. And if you've never taken your pants to a tailor before, now is the time. You don't need a full custom suit. Just a $10 hem can make a pair of off-the-rack chinos look like they were made for you. When you're over 40, it's the small things that separate a man who gets dressed from a man who knows how to dress. Chapter 7. Skip the loud colors and novelty prints. At some point, we all get tempted to try something bold. A bright red chino, a camo cargo pant, or some wild floral print that we saw on a mannequin in a trendy store. But here's the reality. Once you're past 40, your pants shouldn't be the star of the show. When your trousers are louder than your personality, something's off. I tried this once, bought a pair of mustard yellow trousers because I thought they were fun. But every time I wore them, people complimented the pants, not the outfit. It felt like they were laughing with me or maybe at me. And I realized I was dressing for attention, not for style. What I wear now are neutral tones. Gray, navy, olive, sand, charcoal, stone. Colors that say confident without yelling. They work with every skin tone, every shirt, and every season. And more importantly, they're timeless. When your pants are subtle, it gives you room to express yourself with other pieces. Your shoes, your watch, maybe even your shirt or jacket. But when your trousers are doing all the talking, it's hard for anything else to be heard. And yes, I know it can be fun to switch things up once in a while. But switching things up doesn't have to mean loud colors. It can mean texture, structure, a new fabric, a better cut. Let your pants support your outfit, not sabotage it. Chapter 8. Don't settle for cheap stretch fabric. Stretch fabric was a game changer when it hit the market. Finally, pants that moved with you. That didn't cut into your waist when you sat down. That had some give when you walked, bent, or just lived your life. But here's the problem, not all stretch is created equal. And a lot of cheap stretch pants, they look like athletic wear, but feel like plastic wrap. I made this mistake a couple years ago. I found a pair of stretch pants on sale, and sure, they felt great in the dressing room. But after one wash, they started to shine. They lost their shape, and suddenly I was walking around with saggy knees and a glossy sheen that made them look more like leggings than trousers. What I wear now is structured stretch. It's still comfortable, but the fabric holds its shape. It resists wrinkles. And most importantly, it looks like a pant, not workout gear pretending to be clothing. Look for blends that mix cotton or wool with just a touch of elastane. You want something that breathes, moves, and stays sharp. Because pants that stretch are great, but only if they still have structure. And if you're ready to upgrade, I've dropped a few of my favorite structured stretch options in the description below. These are the ones that deliver comfort without sacrificing your image. Remember, your clothes should serve you, they should move with you, but they should never make you look like you're wearing a costume, or worse, like you gave up. Chapter 9. Don't forget the power of a proper trouser. We've talked a lot about jeans, joggers, and casual pants in this video, but let's not forget one of the most underrated style moves a man over 40 can make: wearing actual trousers. Not dress pants, not suit pants. I mean real trousers. With structure, with weight, with shape. And when done right, they're more versatile than most guys realize. Here's the issue. Most men associate trousers with business meetings or weddings. They think they're stiff, outdated, too formal. But the truth is, a good pair of tailored trousers can be worn casually and professionally. You just have to get the cut and fabric right. When I started introducing wool blend trousers or cotton twill trousers with side tabs and sharp creases into my weekly wardrobe, everything changed. Suddenly I looked more grown up, more refined, but not overdressed. I'd wear them with a tucked-in polo or even a lightweight crew neck sweater and loafers, and I always got compliments because it was unexpected. Everyone else was in jeans or cargos, but I looked like a man who knew how to stand out without saying a word. What you want to look for is a modern tapered leg. No break or just a slight one at the ankle, and a waistband that actually fits. No need for a belt unless it's part of the look. Avoid pleats unless you know how to pull them off. And stick to earth tones, navy, or subtle Glen plaids if you want to mix it up without going loud. Trousers send a message that you've elevated your casual game, that you're not stuck in denim 7 days a week, and that, as a man over 40, you're not afraid to dress with intention. If you haven't worn a great pair of trousers in a while, now's the time to change that. Chapter 10. Don't wear the same pants everywhere. Level up your rotation. The last mistake I see all the time? Wearing the same style of pants everywhere. Guys find one pair that fits okay, maybe a jean, maybe a chino, and they wear it to the office, the bar, the grocery store, family events, everywhere. It becomes the default. And while there's nothing wrong with a great go-to pant, when it's the only thing you wear, your style gets stale, fast. Here's what I've done. And what I recommend. Build a rotation of pants that all serve a purpose. Dark denim for casual Fridays and date nights. Neutral chinos for daily wear and travel. Structured trousers for dinners or when you want to impress. Tailored joggers or elevated drawstring trousers for relaxed weekends. Even a linen pant for warmer months when breathability matters more than structure. Having a small variety of pants lets you show up with a fresh look, even if the rest of your outfit is simple. You're not repeating the same formula over and over. You're adapting, and that, more than anything, shows real style maturity. You don't need 30 pairs, you need 5 or 6 excellent ones that you actually wear. And here's the bonus. When your pants game is tight, everything else gets easier. Suddenly your shirts pair better, your jackets fit the vibe, and you don't feel like you're stuck in that same old jeans, same old sneakers loop. So if your pant rotation hasn't changed in a few years, it's time to shake it up. It's one of the simplest ways to step into your next level of style. If you're ready to take your style seriously, every piece I mentioned in this video is linked down in the description. Now yes, they're a little pricier than what you might be used to, but here's the thing. These are quality pieces. They fit better, they drape better, they last longer. And when you put them on, you feel the difference. The guys who invest in the right clothing stop wasting time with trends and start building a wardrobe that works for them every single day. It's not about having a closet full of stuff. It's about owning fewer, better pieces that make you look like the gentleman you are. That's what this channel is all about. Helping men over 40 look sharp, feel confident, and dress with purpose. So check out the links. Try a few of them. You'll see how much easier getting dressed becomes when your pants actually do the work for you.